Good morning and welcome everyone to Mentor, Ohio. We are about half an hour north and east of the city of Cleveland. Very cold here this morning, no snow. Roads were a-okay. Getting over here was about a 40-minute drive from the hotel to the rink. But very, very cold outside as we get ready for the second matchup of the year between Penguins' 2013 win and the Cleveland Barons. So these two teams played each other quite frequently last year, 8 times in fact. Penguins winning all 8 of those matchups. These two teams did face off in Buffalo at the Harbor Center before the Christmas break, and the Barons were victorious in that one by a score of 5-4. It was a very close game, and Barons, it was tied 4-4. And the Barons did win by a score of 5-4, so the Penguins will be looking for a little bit of revenge this morning, as we will have 2 games here against this Barons squad. Penguins played Parma Flyers yesterday and collected a win and a hard-fought tie. And in the excitement at the end of that game, as Patty Banks scored 2 goals with under 3 minutes to go, I forgot that he had scored earlier in the game, so that was a hat trick for Patty. So I apologized to him last night and told him we'd start this broadcast by giving Patty that hat trick. And Bennett's hauled down right off the faceoff, and the Penguins are going to go to the power play. So the Briner, Kislak, Kelly line comes out to start this game, and Bennett's hooked down right off the faceoff, and the Penguins are going to go to an early power play chance here against the Barons. So we will drop the puck to the left of the Barons netminder. And the Barons are going to go ahead and change defensemen here, only 3 seconds into the game. So they must like, or no, that's a forward they changed. So they must like this penalty killing unit. Over to Bennett. Bennett back for JoJo. JoJo dusts it off, puts it back for Bennett, but that goes past his stick. And now the Penguins have to battle for it below the end line. Bennett, nice little pass over to Mace. Oh, Mace looks to get it back to the point, and it's intercepted there by Cleveland, and they're coming forward with a good head of steam. Nice poke check there by Ward to get it off of that Barons stick. And Bennett's going to have to go back and recollect in his side. JoJo emerges with it there. JoJo pressured from behind. JoJo lugs it through neutral. A little bit one too many stick handles though, and the Penguins get it into the offensive zone, but not deep. And the Barons get that puck cleared, and Penguins go back to work with Ward spinning behind the cage. Jax Ward plays it through the center of the ice, and that's intercepted by Cleveland. Penguins off to a sluggish start here on the power play. That's kind of picking up where they left off. They had a bunch of power play opportunities in the second game against Parma yesterday, but here comes Williams right down Main Street. That's off the crossbar and hits the protective netting, or goes, actually there is no protective netting back there, or is there? No, it's only on the corners. So that one goes out of the rink. But anyway, what I was saying is the Penguins had a lot of power play opportunities in the second game yesterday against Parma, including a very extended 5-on-3, and they were unable to cash in. So Penguins need to do better on the power play here today against this Cleveland team. Haven't got any shots towards the net so far, other than that one off the stick of Williams, which tickled the crossbar. As now Carter steps into one. That never makes it through as it's blocked down by the Cleveland defense. Down to 10 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Penguins. They spin it in again. Goaltender fights that one off into the corner, and the Barons look to play it up the near board. Stepped into there by Bully. Heath steps in at the point. Here comes Heath into the circle. Has Caden going to the net. Heath shoots, and that one goes high and wide. And that'll do it for power play time for the Pens. And unable to cash in again, and the puck goes back to the point for Carter. Carter, low wrister, deflected in. Nice deflection there in front by Jack to get that in on net. And now it comes to the side of the cage where Landon fishes for it in some skates. He tries to shovel it in towards the net. Cleveland emerges with it, but Penguins strip that player from behind, and Heat's able to keep the puck in the zone. And the Barons coaches imploring their team to get possession and ice it. But the Penguins maintaining the possession in the Barons zone. Nice little pass there from Boley down to Herrick. Herrick, nice handsy move, and he puts it out for Jack. Jack kind of fans on it, but it comes to the side of the net for Landon, and puck's still loose, but we get a stoppage in play as Landon and Caden hit the deck. Good action for the Pens, definitely carrying the play here in the beginning of this game with 12:41 to go. How long they play to put on the periods? I didn't know. Is it 15? And puck comes right into the slot, and Chase shoots it high. And a rebound attempt there from Gav. That's off the netminder. And now Max spins it in. That deflects off of something wide. Penguins throwing everything at the Barons right now, absolutely dominating the territory side of things, but can't get the puck in the net. Gav right through the blue paint, looking for this stick of Delaplane, but that doesn't connect. And the Barons come on the counter, but they're 1-on-3 as Penguins have good numbers back as Mac rides that player into the boards. And Gav picks up the puck, 97 for the Pens, puts it forward for Chase, who flags that down out of midair. Has Patty going towards the net. Chase on his backhand, puts it in on the netminder. They keep that one out. And Mac's gonna step up and keep this at the point and shoot it, and that's in on the netminder and pops over them and not in the net. Penguins absolutely peppering this netminder right now, but can't get a goal as Gav kind of heels one off the side of his stick below the end line. And Cleveland looks to come out through neutral. They get the red line, dump it in, and the Penguins will go to their zone to collect that puck. Mac chips it over for his partner Fry. Fry gets his head up and looks to play it up for Mace. That doesn't connect, and Mace is going to have to spin the other way as the puck goes back towards the Penguins zone. Mac in his corner. Oh, he's checked down on the play. Oh, how is that not a check? I have no idea how that's not a check. Mac's slow to get up there, and the Penguins play it up the far boards. And Mace spins with it there. Looks to play it over for Bennett, but that's red. But Mace follows up. And Mace gets the red line and tries to dump it, but Pence can't get it deep there. And Bennett grabs the puck for JoJo. JoJo spins it wide, looking for Weston. And Mace tries to pitchfork it through. Weston has his player pinned to the boards, and Barons are able to dump it back into the Penn zone where JoJo's going to grab it. JoJo has Bennett up in front. Finds Bennett. It's off Bennett's stick and rolls to the Barons, and they're able to push it back for JoJo, who gives it back for Bennett. And Mace follows on. Just kind of battle for it neutral here. JoJo finds some open time to play it over for Ward, but that doesn't connect clean, as Penguins can't make a clean neutral zone pass here, but Mace emerges with the puck down the right side. He looks to shoot, and it's sticked away from him, and the Barons look to come on the counter, but it rolls off of their stick, and Ward's going to put it back over for Weston. Weston into the offensive zone, high. Crisscrosses with Mace, shoots, and that's fought down by the netminder. Weston collects the rebound. JoJo pinches, and JoJo takes a hit up high as Ward has to buy some time as his teammates are tagging up. And JoJo dumps it in, and Herrick's going to go in on the forecheck here again. Good territorial advantage here for the Pens, but can't get a goal on the board as a couple Barons bunch up on the far boards there. And the Penguins, Ward slaps it back down, looking for Boley. Boley digging in the Barons' skates there. And Landon tries to fish it off the boards. That's Caden. And Bolowitz, he takes it around the net. Goes out to JoJo at the point. JoJo has Landon open in the right circle, but the pass was just a little bit too high in the zone, and now Landon gives it back for JoJo. Nice deke by JoJo. JoJo brings it in, shoots. That's off the netminder's shoulder and wide. And Landon spins it in. That's off the netminder's mask and wide. That rebound shot pops over the net. Penguins dominating here in the first period, but can't get a goal. As Landon now has it back for JoJo. JoJo one more time. Clapper wide and out the other side. Again, the Barons coaches imploring their team to ice it as the Penguins still maintain possession. Stuff attempt on the side. Rebound. That pops out to JoJo. Another shot there for the Pens, who are absolutely pouring it on here in Mentor, Ohio. Ward steps in. He shoots. That never makes it through, and the Barons are able to ice that biscuit and get themselves a change, but Pens absolute shooting gallery in the Barons offensive zone. Cal has the shots here at 10 for the Pens, 0 for the Barons, but still Bagels on the board here this morning. 8:50 to go in the first period. Patty plays it back for Heath. He slaps it back down to an open area where the Barons try to go out the far boards, but meet some resistance there from the Pens. Patty's able to pick that one off momentarily, and Gav overskates it a little bit, and the Barons get it to the point where it's kept in by Carter, and now the Barons get it back towards the Pens blue line where Heath spins with it. He looks for an open stick, finds Chase. Chase has Patty with him. Chase just puts it into an open corner and is going to win the race after it. Nice play there by Chase to just get possession there. Chase and Patty kind of hit each other there as the puck goes to the far boards and Carter steps in. Carter pumps it back down the wall. Chase kind of fans on the point pass there, and the Barons try to get it to the point, but it's kept in there by Carter. Gav tries to poke it around. He can't, and Heath steps up nicely. And Pens back in their own zone. Oh, puck pops to the high slot and to the low slot now. Pens do a good job of getting bodies back there. Barons never do get a shot on net as Chase has to go to work in his defensive zone now as he's hooked out from behind. Nice stick lift there by the Barons player, and then able to spin it towards the corner, but nice stick there by Heath. And still battled for to our right. And the puck emerges for Carter. Carter has Gav going through the middle, looks for Gav. Gav tries to get it out, can't. Failed clear there by the Pens. Be careful as now the Barons shoot. That's the first save of the game for Coulter. I think that one was going wide anyway, but he got that with the glove. Now it goes back to the point and shot and goal. Unfortunate break there for the Pens as they've taken it to this Barons team pretty significantly, but couldn't get a goal on the board. You see that pretty often. Get off to a hot start and you just can't cash one in, and then the other team comes back, and there was just a ton of traffic in front of Coulter on that one. There were 4 or 5 players between the puck and the netminder, so the Barons, despite being outplayed by a big margin, are going to take the 1-0 lead here in the first period. Weston down on the play. Bennett follows on. Bennett down the left wing. 68 for the Pens. He drags it through, tries to take it right to the net. Puck rolls wide, and Pens don't get a shot off there. Mace tries to spin with it, and it goes through to the red line and towards the Pen zone where Mac's going to step up. 93 for the Pens, plays it up for Bennett. Bennett again down the left side. He puts it through the blue paint to an open corner, and Weston's going to be the Penguin to charge after it there, followed up by Mace. Mace is able to keep it in his skates for a second, but the Barons play it forward to the red line where Fry's going to go back for Mac, and Mac's going to skate this one over the red and cross up with Mace a little bit, and now Mac on his backhand is able to get it deep, and the Penguins are going to go for a change as the Barons go back and have a time and space to make a clear exit pass, and they don't, and that's not icing as the Penguins tip that puck, and JoJo's going to have to go back in his own zone and play it. Where comes the Fry. Fry looks to get the headman pass up to Williams, but that's read by the Barons, and they bring it to the slot area and back to the point, and Fan on the shot, and Fry's going to grab it and play it up for Landon. Landon has Bully on the right side. He gives the puck over to 16. 16 down the right side, has Landon going towards the net. Get the puck to the net, and Jack stops up below the goal line and plays it to Ward, and it goes past the stick to Landon, and the Barons are able to collect in the near corner. Landon puts his butt up against the boards trying to not let that puck through, and Barons hit it off the backside of Landon there, and JoJo steps up. The puck rolls back to neutral where Landon collects. Landon fakes one way, goes the other, possesses the puck, drags it across the red line, drags it across the blue, trying the Barons 1-on-4, but it pops over to Williams. Williams tries to get a backhander in on net, but that goes wide. And Landon pressures the Barons player in the corner. Pens try to get it to the slot area. It's off the back of the cage, and Williams with the stuff attempt. Puck is still loose. Now the Barons netminder puts their glove down on it and gets a stoppage of play, but another crack or two there at the side of the cage by the Pens, but can't crack this Barons netminder thus far, as the score is 1-0 in favor of Cleveland here with 5:08 to go in the first period. Troops for the Pens are going to be Patty, Chase, Gav, Heath, and Carter as that puck rolls right in on the netminder off the faceoff. So that'll be another shot on goal for the Pens, another save for that Barons netminder. And the Pens will have this up. Oh, Patty shoots it right off the faceoff, looking for the Mario Lemieux goal from the right circle. Patty got pretty good wood on that, right on the net, and the netminder was up to the task and made the save. as Heath skates it through neutral. 92 for the Pens. He's got a step on this Cleveland defender. Brings it in, shoots. That goaltender makes that save off the pads. As the Penguins work for it below the end line. As it goes back to center point, Carter shoots it. That's off the backside of Patty. And it goes out to Heath. And Heath over the red line, looks for Carter. Or, I'm sorry, Chase. Chase puts it towards the net, comes back for Gav. Gav tries to toe drag around one, and it comes back for Patty. Patty shoots, that's high off the glass. As the puck comes back for Patty, he gets his own rebound off that glass. A little dump pass for Heath. Drop pass for Heath. Heath gets it to an open space. Good idea there, but Gav couldn't get his stick free. Again, Penguins enjoying the territorial advantage here, but can't get a goal as Barons are content to dump that and go for a change. Patty's going to go back and collect it. 7 for the Pens. Stretches it wide, looking for Mace. That doesn't connect. Chase is behind the D here, and he is going to get to it now. Has Heath going towards the net, plays it across. Oh, Heath misses the open cage. Nice saucer pass there by Chase over for Heath, but the puck was kind of fluttering in the air, and Heath was able to direct it but not get it on net, and the netminder was completely out of the cage there. Penn's close to getting the tying goal right there as Weston pressures the Barons on a nice forecheck. Weston hauled down, no penalty coming there. And Heath sticks at the Barons player as they bring it into the Penn zone. And play it in front. Can Weston skate into this one? He cannot. Barons shoot it. That's off the skates of Morrison. Morrison's going to lead the charge now. Mack over the logo. And Heath fans on the shot. Puck rolls all the way in on the netminder. And they put the glove on top of that one. Get a stoppage in play. Down to 3:06 to go in the first period. Pens again outplaying Cleveland pretty significantly, but down in the goal column by a score of 1-0. Pens just got to keep working here. If they just keep playing as they have for the first however many minutes of this game, the goals will come. As Weston looks to win that draw. That hits off of the leg of the centerman on the other side, and the Barons are able to control and get it through towards neutral and into the Penn zone. Trying Mack down the right side. Mack uses that long reach to stick it away from the player. Now goes down to all fours to try to stop the centering pass. Weston picks up the rebound on the other side. He's on his backhand, looks for Mace. That doesn't work. Bennett follows on. Stick on puck there by Barons. And the Barons dump it right back in, where Fry's going to have to go grab the biscuit. 12 for the Pens. Plays it up the floorboards for Mace. Mace circles lower in his zone to find Mack. Mack plays it up for Bennett. Bennett chips it for Mace. And 59 looks to find 88. Nice passing there as Bennett follows on. Bennett keeps it at the point there, down the left circle. 68 for the Pens. Shot from a bad angle. Referee. Netminder flags that one down. Referee blows the whistle. Mace takes a little bit of a hook after the play. Bennett's talking to the referee. And we get a stoppage in play. And still no goals for the Pens on what Cal now has us at 16 shots. As Penguins win the faceoff. And Landon gets it to the blue paint. Loose shot. Goal by the Pens. That puck was shoved to the blue paint by Herrick. And it was Jack Bolowitz on the far side able to collect it and put it up under the bar. And the Pens tie this game at 1. Again, Pens just need to keep playing as they are. And this game will go their way. Have an error in the rink here as they put up a second goal for the Barons instead of a goal for the Pens. But look to get that rectified here as the scoreboard now reads 3-1 in favor of the Barons for some reason. But we know it's 1-1 off the stick of Bully. As the Barons control off the face-off. 2 minutes to go in the first period. Put it into the Penn zone. Oh, geez. Landon goes hard into the boards. Oh, no, that's Caden goes hard into the boards. He looks to get himself up. He's okay. No penalty coming on the play. Caden collects himself. Sorry, it was misidentified there. That 91-31 with the jersey tuck always gets me. But Caden looks no worse for wear, and now he's in on the puck there. Glad for Caden there. That was scary there for a second. Nice pass by Jack over for Ward. He tries to get it towards the net. That hits off of something. Williams dogs the Barons player in the corner. Now Landon comes over to fish for it. And Jack steps in. Comes to Landon. Landon gets it back towards the blue paint again, looking for Boley. That combination was the combination that caused the goal here earlier in this shift. Landon with a nice back check. And JoJo collects the biscuit. He takes it down the left side. JoJo with a head of steam. He's hooked up there. And JoJo gets it towards the net. That's off the side of the cage. The puck's still loose. Puck's still loose. JoJo has it on his backhand. Puck is still loose in front. And the Barons skated out of there. I think 2 more shots there for the Pens. And the Barons netminder was able to keep it out in a scramble right in front of the blue paint. As the Barons bring it in. Oh, that's a save by Coulter on a sneaky little shot. Second shot of the game for the Barons. Oh, Penguins try to get it out there. That doesn't connect. And now Ward's going to have to go back and collect. He's on his forehand. Plays it back over to JoJo's corner. And Barons able to intercept there, though, as the Penguins have to go to work in their defensive zone with 35 seconds to go in the first period. Referee giving the players instructions to keep moving it. You can hear that from up here. And the Barons slap it back down below Coulter's cage with 22 seconds to go in the first. This is actually the most zone time I can remember the Barons having, but nothing on net. And now here comes Herrick the other way on the counter. Herrick looked like he might have had a step that defender wasn't real fleet of foot in their back pedal. And that's in on the netminder. They freeze yet another puck. And the Penguins will have an offensive zone draw with 8.1 seconds to go in the first period. With 8.1 seconds, you've got to leave Coulter in the net. That's enough time for the Barons to come down and score late in the period. So we will leave Coulter there for this late period offensive zone faceoff. Patty, let's see if Patty can slap it towards the net again. Yeah, I think he tried. Was unsuccessful this time, and the Barons just played to some open space. And that's going to do it for the first period. We'll go to the second, tied at 1. Penguins come out to take the ice for the second period. We do fix the score here on the rink scoreboard. So now reads 1-1. 15 minutes is the time of the period. And again, Penguins just need to keep doing what they were doing in that first period. Significantly outshot and outplayed the Barons, but Barons netminders played really strong game here this morning and kept their team in it. But the Penguins just need to keep shooting away. And again, the goals will come as Heath goes back to collect and play it up. Finds the stick of Chase. Chase has Gav on the center drive. Chase shoots it in. Netminder, ooh, netminder wrestled with that one just a little bit. If another half a second, Gav was going to get a stick on there. But another save for the Cleveland netminder. With 19 seconds ticked away in the second period. Penguins will have an offensive zone draw. Same unit will stay out there. Patty to take the face off, this time with the backhand grip. Tries to win it over for Gav. Chase swoops in. It's in some skates, and Patty is able to control and look to reverse it down for Chase. But the Barons are able to intercept there and work it towards the point. As Heath steps up there, one-on-one develops with Carter back. And that Cleveland player tries Carter, but Carter gets stick on puck there. Nice play by 86. As Chase puts it up the far boards looking for Heath. Baron player falls down. Puck stays there. And be careful as a little 2-on-1 develops. They play it through the blue paint, but no Baron home. And it comes all the way to the near half wall. Patty again has the puck on his stick. And he avoids a Baron's forechecker and puts it to some open space at the far point. And it's picked off there by the Barons, and they look to get it back into the pen zone. And Gavin battle there. Puck finds Patty one more time. It's sticked away from him, and Carter's going to have to go back into his corner to play it. He finds Gav. Gav tries to chip, and that's going to have enough on it for icing. No, they wave off icing. That was curious. That probably was icing, but anyway, they wave it off, and the Penguins will take that and now go to work in the offensive zone. Patty's still out there. Patty and Chase need a change here, as they were out to start this period, and we're a minute and 40 seconds into it. Chase tripped down. Penguins bench looking for a call. Do not get one. And here come the Barons the other direction, into the pen zone. And stop up in the corner. And Fry separates the player from the puck. Goes to Mace. Mace tries to get it off the wall and sticks at it with one hand. That's blocked down by Fry. And the Pens look to clear it through the center. And that's put back towards Coulter's cage, but wide. And Mac's going to collect the biscuit on his backhand. Mac pressured into the boards there. Patty still out here. Geez, Patty needs a change desperately here as he started this period. And we're now down to two and a half minutes almost played. And the Pens can't get it out here. Penguins need maybe a stoppage in play and to settle things down as Gray emerges with the puck. Maybe we'll get a stoppage in play with a goal from Fry. That would work. And now Patty does get that change 2.5 minutes in as Gray, oh, that's going to be a check on Gray. They're going to call that a check on Gray in the corner. And the Penguins are going to go to their first penalty kill of this game. They got the early power play right off the opening faceoff. Bennett was tripped, and Penguins drew the first power play of this game, but now Cleveland will get their turn. And we'll drop the puck to Coulter's left. Penalty killers for the Pens are going to be 5 and 58 on D, with 59 and 88 up top. Weston to take that important defensive zone face-off on the penalty kill. Cleveland's able to set up almost instantly off of that face-off win. At the point, they're going to go to D, and nice stick on puck there by Mace causes that to go way up in the air, but the point man's able to keep it in and work it down to the half boards. And they're going to look to go back to the point here, it looks like, but Weston's taking that away, so they're going to play it back below the end line, and then back to the man in the right circle, to center point, to left circle, and shot, and that's high the crossbar as Coulter was waving at that one. And Barons continue to work on this organized power play. They obviously have one man up top here and then two in the circles is how they like to organize. And they're using that point man to go back and forth into the left circle. They shoot, and Coulter does a good job to stick that one to the half boards. Weston stick lifts the player, trying to get that puck out, but Barron's able to keep it in the pen zone. Coulter plays that one out of harm's way, and back towards the point, where the Penguins might have something here as Kelly comes shorthanded. 30 seconds to go on power play time for the Barons. Kelly, inside out move, drags it over the net, backhand. Oh, wide of the net. Everything but the finish there from Mace, but he stays on the puck. Barron checks him down, no penalty coming. And Mace needs to grab his stick. New Penguin penalty killer comes out, and that's Bulowitz as it comes back for Ward. Ward spins it up, looking for Jack. Landon was trying to get back on side. That second period where the offensive door is in the defensive zone, Landon was fresh on and trying to get back on the other side of the blue line, but just couldn't. But good penalty killing there for the Pens. The Barons with some nice puck movement, but not a whole lot of good shots. Best shot was from the left circle that went high of the crossbar. As we're down to just 6 seconds to go in power play time for the Barons. Heath is going to get the red line and slap that in. That's going to do it for the penalty to Fry, and the Penguins will go back to skating 5-on-5. And the Barons exit their zone and look to make a pass to the right wing. And they bring it into the pen zone. Stop up spin move. And the puck makes it to the side of the net where it comes up for Landon off the stick of Carter. Carter looks to spring Heath. Heath has a step on this defender. Heath tried to drop the shoulder, but good stick on puck there by the Barons defender as it's battled for below the Barons net as Jack staples one to the boards, takes out the man, and allows Landon to come over and try to grab the puck. Goes back the other way under the Christmas tree in the far circle. And the Barons able to clear that one. That's going to be icing on Cleveland. And Penguins will touch that up and bring the faceoff all the way back to the Cleveland netminders right. Still tied up at 1 here in the second period with 10:14 to go. Williams is going to be on to take the face-off with Jack on the right and Landon on the left. Carter and Heath on D. Clean face-off win. Goes over to Landon. Landon back for Heath. Heath slapper. Oh, goalie was waving at that one as that thuds off the backboards. Oh, that goes right to the net. Nice poke check there by Williams to reach around the Barons defender and poke that towards the net. The netminder had to be alert there to make a save, as that kind of came out of nowhere as their player had possession of the puck, but Williams was able to one-hand that one in on net. Yet another save for the Cleveland netminder, who's been the MVP of this game for sure, as Penguins have thrown a bunch of shots at him, but only one goal so far off a scramble play in front and the stick of Jack. As the Barons try the Penguins' right side. 3 Penguins below the end line here on the defensive side. Carter, nice outlet pass for Bolowitz, who finds an charging Williams. Williams down the right side, drags it to his forehand, leaves it for Jack. Jack on his backhand, puts it over for Landon in goal. Not sure if Landon got it or Caden got it or Bolowitz got it. All 3 were hacking and whacking away there. I'm not sure whose goal that is, but the line of 16, 91, and 31 pot a goal there and give the Penguins the 2-1 lead. Either of you fellas have any idea who got that? Jack, okay. We're spotters. I've got 3 people thinking it was Jack, so we will give that one to Jack. I couldn't see it there, but that'll be the second of the game for Jack. Let's see if we can have hat tricks in back-to-back games. That would be fun, as Patty got one in the last one, and Jack's got the first 2 goals in this game. Pressure there by Patty. Goes to the far boards. Chase steps in there. Chase bodied up. Patty looks to drag it through. And he tries to reverse it out the other side, looking for Chase. Gav steps in, and Chase takes the puck. Chase with a nice little stick handle there. Gives it back for Patty. Oh, nice idea to give it back for Patty. Oh, Chase checked down on the play. Oh, again, how is that not a check? I don't know how that one's not a check. Morrison also was checked down earlier, but no checks coming on those. Only 2 penalties called so far in this game, 1 on each side. No special teams goals, as the Barons have it in the Penguins side of the ice. To the point, and D to D, and a shot, and that's flagged down by Mack. Never makes it through to Coulter, as Morrison was able to flag that one down with his stick. Mack skates it through neutral. Mack over the red, over the blue, tries to get it in on net. That hits off the end wall, and some Penguins change, and that affords Cleveland some time to skate it out of their own zone. They do skate it down the right side, all the way. Not a whole lot of resistance there from the Pens until they meet the stick of Morrison, and the Baron player is felled behind the net, and Patty follows on, puts it towards the half wall, and oh, Chase tries to fish for it. He would have been off to the races, but puck emerges on the stick of Morrison again. Mack moves it over. That's offside on the Pens, as Mack moved it to the right and Chase was on the left. And I think Chase thought that pass was coming to him, and he went a little ahead. And we'll have a neutral zone face-off here with 7:55 to go in the second period. Pens up by a score 2-1. Brian Erline's going to come on out here with 5:58 on D. Weston wins that one forward, but Barron's able to maintain possession and goes back for Ward. Ward buys himself some time on the backhand, looks for Weston, but he misses, and it goes up for Bennett. Bennett in a Barron battle right in front of the Pens net. Weston comes in to help there. And the Barons into the Pen zone. And around the Penguins defense there, and look to stop up on the near side. Coulter sits on his backside. Penguins can't find the puck, and it's in the net. Penguins couldn't find the puck on the blue paint. Looking for a whistle. Coulter was laying down on his back. He thought he had it underneath of him. That wasn't the case, and the Barons just kept pickle stabbing away, and the puck ends up in the back of the net. And now we're tied at 2. Weston again to take this face-off. And battle for it right at the dot. Bennett steps in, Mace steps in. Mace ladles it up into the air and follows after his own ladle, and it comes back to him. Mace down the right side, looks to play it over for Weston. Bennett follows on. Bennett on his backhand on the right side. He drops the shoulder, tries to take it towards the net. Puck's loose there, in on Cage. Bennett picks it up, tries to wrap around the other side. Puck pops loose. And Weston's going to try to track down that rebound on the half wall. And Barons control, and Bennett steps up and keeps it at the point there. And now the Barons look to try the near side. No check, Bennett. Thank you. As the Barons bring it into Penguin side. Coulter covers, gets a stoppage in play, and we're back tied 2-2 in this game. Again, despite the Penguins significantly outplaying the Barons, outshooting the Barons. The Barons have been very opportunistic to keep this game tied in the second period. And they'll have an offensive zone draw here. The Penguins win that. Oh, Jack was almost able to be off to the races there. Jack's going to look for Herrick. Herrick brings it into the Pens offensive zone. He stick handles with it. Has Caden going to, comes all the way back in from Jack. Jack with a slapper. Jack looking for the natural hat trick there. And the netminder was up to the task. Oh, Jack takes a fist to the face. Nothing called there. Oh, boy. Jack goes to work in the corner. Leaves it for Williams. Williams on his backhand. Puts it up for Mack. Mack shoots it in. That's down by the Cleveland defender, and the Penguins go to work below the netminder as Jack tries to emerge with it from the corner. Back to the point, kept in by Mack. Mack puts it back down lower, looking for Williams. Caden falls down behind the net there, and now Herrick's going to fall on. Herrick intercepts. He plays it back for Mack one more time. Mack shoots it again towards the cage. That's blocked down by the Barons defender, and the Barons come on the counter too strong with a back-checking bully. And off Coulter's pad there, but the puck remains loose. And oh, Mack's tripped up there. How is that not a trip, as Mack was tripped in front of the cage, and the puck comes out to the Barons and they score. Unfortunate break there for the Pens as Morrison was tripped in front of the net. No call came, and another scramble play in front of Coulter's cage. And again, the Barons have been very, very opportunistic in this game, scoring 3 goals on not very many shots. And the Penguins just need to go back to work and keep playing exactly as they have been in this game, and everything will be just fine. Just need to fight through a little bit of adversity here, but again, Pens have significantly carried the play in this one, and Matt having a conversation with the referee about that non-tripping call that led to the Barons' goals. Some parents giving the referee some cat calls here. And the Penguins go into their zone off the face-off. And Gav and Chase come on a 2-on-1. Gav down the right side, plays it over for Chase. Chase shoots wide. Nice pass there from Gav over to Chase, but Chase missed the cage on that attempt on a 2-on-1. That should have been a trip on Gav, so we're not going to call that either way, but I mean, again, we're not complete homers. That was a trip on Gav, not called. And the Barons collect in their zone. And JoJo pinches in. He's able to keep it in the skates of a Barons player. He looks to push it deep and cannot, and the Barons go forward with a 3-on-2 developing with Gav on the back. That's offside. Offside at the Penguins' defensive blue line. Down to 4:40 to go in the second period. Pens trail by a goal. We'll have a face-off right in front of the Barons bench. Briner line on, and the puck comes back to Heath. Heath ducks it off. He looks to stretch it over for Mace, but that's intercepted, and Carter has to block that one down off of his shin pad. Heath is going to lead the rush here. 92 for the Pens. It's going to try to split the D. And now he takes it in the left circle and shoots. Glove down by the Barons netminder. And both Weston and Bennett were crashing looking for a rebound there. None was offered off the glove save. And we'll have another offensive zone draw to our right for the Pens. Again, Weston to take the face off. And Barons control. And slap it around. And it goes past the stick of Carter. Be careful here as the Barons come in and shoot and score on a quick counterattack. The Barons are going to go up by 2 goals. Again, the Barons being extremely opportunistic in this game. Cashing in on their opportunities. All 5 coaches on the Barons bench are ecstatic about that. Some siblings for the boys chime in here, egging on their older brothers. And it looks like Matt's going to call a timeout here and try to regroup the Pens as they now find themselves down 2 in the second. So Matt has the boys huddled in front of the Penguins benches. One of the 5 coaches on the Barons bench is delivering a message to their team. I'm not allowed to do that, by the way. I know I call this out every time we play them, but you're not allowed 5 coaches on the bench, but they do it every time. It doesn't seem to help, usually. But they are up 2 in this one. And the referee toots the whistle. Coulter's going to take the net to our left. Hopefully the Pens got a little regroup in there and can maybe pot a goal here before the end of the second period. Take some momentum into the third and get back on the right side of this thing. And the troops for the Pens are going to be Jack, Herrick, and Williams. Again, Jack looking for the Hattie here as he's the goal scorer for the Pens. Barons come on the counter, 3-on-2. And go down the left side. And played in front. And to their teammate. Nice passing play there as the seas parted. But Coulter up to the task and makes a nice pad save there as Landon's going to try to skate into this pocket center red. He cannot to stick taps from the Barons bench. Barons now alive after, again, they were hemmed up in their zone very much at the beginning of this game. But Barons now have some confidence in this one as Jack's able to get that one out to neutral. And the Barons collect it there and pump it off the wall. Back for Gray, who sticks at it once and twice, but the puck rolls all the way back into the Pen zone where Mac's going to put it up off the dasher. And the Barons are going to be first to it. Barons warming to the task here, getting some confidence off of those opportunistic chances they've had. And now evening out the play a little bit as they possess the puck in their defensive zone. Landon pokes at it and now tags back up. And Williams grabs it. He looks to play it over for Landon. Landon drags it in onside. Landon at the top of the circles, drags it into his feet and then shoots and stick on puck there. So not a whole lot of mustard on that biscuit. By the time it made it in on the Cleveland netminder, they were able to put the paddle to the ice and save that one. So the Penguins will have an offensive zone draw here with 2:55 to go in the second. Again, a goal here before the end of the period would give the Pens some life heading into the third. So let's see if we can't get one here in the next 3 minutes. But the Barons are going to have a 2-on-2 right off of the faceoff. Bennett back on D. He steps up and causes a turnover. Nice play there by Bennett. What's the offside? Nice play there by Bennett off the faceoff loss to help out his defensive partners there and get back and break up that pass and cause the offside. So, oh no, Bennett's playing D. So JoJo's now moved up to offense and Bennett's back on D. So he was not covering up for his offensive partners. He's now playing D and JoJo's going to move up to offense. As Mace slaps it down. Mace loses a glove. He's going to have to go pick that thing up. Oh, Barons, he hit it away from him. That's a penalty. You're not allowed to do that either, but we've seen that called against the Penguins this year, but Barons smacked that glove away from Mace. No call coming there as JoJo has it in the circles. He gets it in on net, and the netminder pounces on that one and stops the music with 2:20 to go in the second period. Pens down by 2. Penguins are going to change up all units here. So Chase is going to come on for the faceoff. Patty on the left, Gav on the right. So Chase is going to take the draw here. So that's a bit of a change as well. And Carter and Heath will be on D. And Chase tries to win that one forward. And that's spun around the yellow to Carter, who steps in from his point position and tries to get it towards the blue paint. And that's off the stick of Chase into the half boards. Gav tries to fish it out there. Can't, as it's battled for on these near boards. Puck pops towards the net. It's on the stick of Delaplane, but then poke checked away from Chase. And the Barons get it back to the point for Carter. Carter on his backhand, shovels it back, looking for Gav. Barons get that one in the midsection, flag it down, and now come on the counter. And played right across the blue line. Carter's going to put that to a safe spot and get it clear. And here comes Chase. Chase over the red. Delays a little bit to let Gav join the play. And Chase tries to push it towards the net. He's interfered with. Gav follows up. Gav with the stuff is still there if the Pens can find him. Gav, nope, can't find the puck. And Heath steps up. Heath with one hand on his stick keeps it in. Can Patty skate into this with 1:20 to go in the second period? Patty shoots. And the netminder, oh, that's loose on the side of the cage. Netminder thought they had it in their glove, but it's still loose. Boy, they're pickle stabbing for that thing. Comes out the other side. And Pens still maintain possession of it there. That was another long whistle or long break before we got. Ones were on the wrong side of that as Coulter thought he had a puck. That was, banked off the goalie, and I thought maybe in off the stick of Delaplane. Pens again possessing that puck in the Cleveland zone, but can't get many goals out of all this possession. Carter shoots. And goal! Goal for 86, Carter Scott, and the Penguins do get that much-needed goal late here in the second period to make this a 4-3 game and give themselves a little momentum going into the third. Oh, and Carter falls. Carter hits a toe pick going through the handshake line. He was so excited. Good goal for Carter there. And the Pens now trail by a score of 4-3 with 46.5 to go in the second period. That slap back into the Penguin zone where Fry's going to pick it up. Fry chips it off for Bully. Bully plays it up for Caden. Caden's going to try the right side. He has a step on the defender here. Tries to get it back to his forehand. He's pushed down on the play. No penalty there was warranted or called. And nice back check there by Landon. And now he tries to skate into it. Plays it forward for Bully. It's in his feet. Can't find it. And Barons try to get it back towards Coulter's end of the ice, but Mack picks it up. Mack, 13 seconds to go, shoots from distance. That had so much on it, it knocked the goalie's stick out of his hand. So that piece of lumber is loose there, but the Penguins can't take advantage as the time's going to tick away here in the second period. Fry was checked down there, but that'll do it for the second period. Pens will go into the third down 1. So the teams will take the ice for the third. And Brian will take the face-off. Again, JoJo moving to wing here. So this line now 88, 59, and 5. And Mack and Fry will start on D. Matt having a conversation with the referee here before the third period gets underway. Penguins significantly out-shooting the Barons. Out-territory advantaging the Barons, but the Barons have the one more goal on the scoreboard as we start this period. 4-3 in favor of the Barons. Let's see if the Penguins can get the next goal and tie this thing up. As Weston puts it into the zone, and JoJo's going to be the first to apply pressure after it. It's pushed past him, where Mace follows on. Mace tries to take the player. JoJo keeps it there and tries to skate into it. It comes back to Mack on his backhand. He can't keep it in. And the Baron player falls down at neutral. Fry smacks it out and looks for Mace. Mace and Weston go to work on the far boards. As the Barons bring it into the pen zone, look for a centering pass. That's off the stick of Fry. Oh my God. As the Penguins try to get it out of their zone. Sorry for the oh my God comment. This same man with the terrible haircut that was in Buffalo is back, and he's just obnoxious. Anyway, Pens have it in the offensive zone, and it looks like Gav is going to skate down and push it towards the net. It's going to come out the near side, and Mack is going to be there too. And Barons have to reverse with it. JoJo steps in. JoJo and Gav do some work, and Gav's going to emerge with the puck. Has Patty going towards the cage. Gav tries to get it there, but it's blocked down by the Barons. Comes back to Morrison. Morrison with some time. He shoots. Oh boy, that one was ticketed. There was a ton of stuff in between the net and Big Mac. There's no chance the goalie could have saw it, and that one's deflected down by the Barons over to the near half wall, where Gav spins it back in front again for Patty. Or that's JoJo. JoJo with a backhander, and the Cleveland netminder makes yet another save. Again, definitely the most valuable player of this game is the netminder for the Barons, who's seen a whole lot of rubber here this game, and not only kept his team in it, has his team in the lead. Patty wins that one clean over to the boards, and the battle ensues there for the puck. And Gav's still out there, pushes it over for Ward. Ward dusts it off a couple times and is content to spin it deeper for Patty. Patty hooked up a bit there, kicks it to his stick, and now spins it deeper, but it's intercepted by Cleveland, and now they look to come out of their zone. And that's read by Bennett, who steps up there. Nice step up by 68, who's now playing D. Gav's still out there. He shovels it in on his backhand, comes back towards Gav, comes towards Patty. Patty kicks at it again. Patty on his backhand. And Pens have a guy in front, but Patty can't get it there. It's going to go all the way over for Ward. Ward pinches down. Gav covers up for Jax. Good D-zone, or offensive zone defensive coverage, if that makes any sense, by Gav there, covering up for Ward. And Ward's able to keep the puck in the Baron zone. And played over for Bennett. Bennett can't grab the pass, though, as it was fluttering there. And now here come the Barons the other direction. Ward now back. Jax gives it up for Chase. Chase tries to get into the zone. He falls down at the blue line. It's going to go back into the Penguins side of the ice, and Bennett's going to chug after it. Bennett with the biscuit. Plays it over for Ward. Ward on his backhand does get it out of the zone. Barron's forced to tag up there. Chase tries to stick lift. Patty again with that kick move. Patty's playing more soccer than hockey on this shift, but he does get the puck down for Chase. Chase tries to spin it towards the net, and it goes into the far corner. Barons spin up with it there and play it a little bit dangerously towards their slot area, but the Barons come 4 strong on the rush here. 3 Pens back. Barons bring it in. That's good stick on puck by, I believe, Carter. Last goal scorer here for the Pens. Pens have 2 goals off the stick of Jack and 1 from Carter. Barons have it in the Pen zone. Caden with it. Caden head up, plays it up for Herrick. Herrick has Jack yelling for it. I can hear that from up here. Jack does take it down the right side, has Herrick going towards the cage. And Jack takes it below, spins, still has Williams in front, but the puck doesn't make it there. Good idea there by Jack to spin and then try to go out the other side, but puck never made it through as the Pens look to pour back in. Here comes Williams with Herrick. Williams right down the slot, shot! Pad save, nice move there by Caden to split the defenders there and get a good shot on, but the netminder's right pad was up to the save, up to the task to make the save. As the Barons tried Carter, nice poke check there by Carter. That's offside. That's offside. That was offside, but again, the referee making that call was in the corner, not at the blue line, so tougher to see that from down there. As Heath drags it through. Heath interfered with a little bit, and no penalty coming there. As the Barons look to come on the counter. And that's through the wickets of Herrick, and Cleveland brings it in, shot in on Coulter, who takes that one right into the crest, melts it down. Will allow the Penguins to get a change as we still trail by 1 with 10:41 to go in the 3rd period. And that faceoff's won clean by Weston. Back for Mack, but it's intercepted by the Barons there on the half wall. And now to the slot area. 2 whacks at it, and the puck stays out. 2 big saves there by Coulter to keep this a 1-shot game. And the Penguins ice the puck. No, they wave off icing. Penguins do not ice the puck, and the Barons are going to have to go back and play the biscuit. They go D to D and look to go out the other side, and that's going to go all the way back for Big Mac. And it's sticked away from him for Fry. Fry over for Bennett. Is Mack playing forward here now? As we got Fry, Bennett, and Mack out there. That's in on Coulter, and he's going to put the paw on that one. So no, it's Bennett who's gone back to forward. So looks like another shake-up in lines here, but JoJo's still playing forward, it looks like. I'll just tell you who's out there. It's Chase, JoJo, Ward, Patty, and Gav. So I would guess JoJo is back on D. And the Cleveland player gets waved out, and the puck comes towards JoJo. And Chase looks to skate it through, and the puck's played down the half wall into the corner. And Ward does a good job to stymie the player there, and Chase does a good job to swoop in and pick up the puck. Headmans it to Patty, who flags it down out of midair. Number 7 for the Pens, into the circle. Toe drag, has Gav going towards the net. Oh, puck pops up into the air and wide. Backhand attempt, that's off the side of the cage from Chase. And Chase spins, trying to get it back towards the net, and Patty grabs it there. Patty off of his stick, back to Jack. Jack pumps it back down for Patty. Patty can't flag that bouncing puck down this time. As Barons have some time to get it cleared, and they chip it around Jax, but can't beat Jax in that puck race. And Ward has the wheels going here, and he plays it up for Patty. Patty accepts that pass, takes it down the left side again, has Chase going towards the net. Patty one-hands it towards the feet of the netminder. Rebound attempt by Gav, and that stays wide. And the Pens trying a couple stuff attempts here on the side of the cage. That goes behind all the way out to Patty. Patty spins that one back towards the netminder. That was behind the net. And JoJo steps in, and Patty does a good job of covering up for the point there for JoJo. Patty almost fumbles that one away, but is able to recover, but then fans on the pass, and the Barons come back into the Penguin side of things and shoot from a good, dangerous area. And Coulter makes a calm glove save there. That was a dangerous chance for Cleveland there, and Coulter pretty calmly made the save with that left hand and keep this a one-shot game for the Pens. Again, the Pens are down by a goal here with 8:39 to go in the third. Battled for off the face-off. Goes to Heath. Heath reverses it, looking for Carter. That doesn't connect. And it's off the skate of Carter. And, Herrick's maybe sprung behind everybody if the Pens can hit him. They do find Herrick. Landon lost the handle on the puck. It looked like might have had something there, but Landon just couldn't grab that one clean, and the Penguins will have to go back to work in the neutral zone. As Jack swats at it with one hand. Caden follows on with one hand. And the Barons bring it into the Pen zone, hacked out there by Williams. And Heath up for Landon. Landon looks wide for Jack down the right side. He looks to get it towards the cage for an oncoming Herrick. And where's the puck? It's on the side of the net. Stuff attempt by Jack. And netminder able to freeze the biscuit as the Penguins hack away at the Cleveland netminder. They're able to hold the fort and keep Cleveland in the lead by 1 here. And it looks like the Pens are going to keep the same unit out there. So Williams, Herrick, and Jack, with Heath and Carter on D. Caden, clean, wins it back to Carter. Carter dumps it down, and Pens look to get it to the paint. And shot, almost finds the stick of Herrick on the back door. Nice passing play off the face-off there by the Pens. Good thought by Williams to look for Herrick on the back door. Just didn't quite connect as Williams is put into the boards with a little bit of force. No check coming there. And Herrick kind of repays the favor as it's battled for on the half boards. Penguins can't skate it off there. Heath steps in, but it's going to go around that point, and now Carter comes over. Nice stick on puck there by Carter to step up at the blue line, which causes an offside on the Barons, which will get ourselves a neutral zone face-off down to 7:17 to go in the third period. Troops here are going to be reunited Briner, Kislak, Kelly line. And it's in Bennett's skates, and he smacks at it back towards Cleveland territory, but their defenseman able to grab it there. Nice read there by Weston. And Kelly was almost off to the races. Bennett checks one down, no penalty coming there, and here comes Morrison. Over for Kelly. Kelly fans on it, but rebound pops out. Mack just overskated a little bit. Bennett covers up for Mack, and now those two switch. As Kelly dives at it below the end line. Weston applies pressure on the forwards. Bennett next up, and the puck goes back to the Penguins defenseman. They're going to go D to D. Up for Mack. Bennett was yelling for that, but Mack's going to skate it in to the circles and shot up high. Glove down by the netminder. And Bennett gives the netminder a bit of a snow shower. And we'll change forward units here. So Chase, Patty, and Gav will come out. Mack and Fry will stay on D. And Barons emerge with it off the faceoff. Mack falls down as he tries to pivot. And the Barons come with a 2-on-1 and get the pass across, but shank the shot wide. Unfortunate there for the Pens as the Barons played that 2-on-1 perfectly, but had everything but the shot, and that one went wide. And keep this a one-shot game here for the Pens as Gav tries to get it forward. Oh boy, the Penguins are so close to getting a breakaway here, but just can't fish it around the skates of the Barons players. That almost pops into the bench, but doesn't. Somehow Gav didn't find that. It looked like it was on his stick. I don't know what that hit over there, but the Barons emerge with it and dump it in. Why? Oh, no, Coulter's going to use the stick to put that into the right circle. And Gav next on it there, but the Barons skated off of the wall. And nice play there, step up by Mac. Mac's going to lug it through neutral one more time. And Barons read that. Chase in a battle with a player behind the play. And those two come out of there. And Penguins dump it in, and Chase is going to go chase after it. And he's going to win the race. But smacks it off the backboards, and the Cleveland defender was there. And now back to neutral. JoJo pushes it forward for Chase. Chase tries to drag it off the wall, cannot. Williams follows on. And Chase has Jack banging a stick in the high slot. But there is a Baron there preventing that pass to go through as JoJo steps down, and Ward's going to have to swoop over to grab the biscuit. He's pressured though and separated, but Jax does a good job to stick with it there and fight off that player, and that's shot, and that's off of something in front and wide. And Ward's going to pick it up there. Nice defensive play there by Ward to stick with that. That's going to be icing on the Pens. So that'll get us a stoppage in play. 4:44 to go in the game. Pens still down by 1.
Keep it up. Let's go. Let's work.
So Williams' line will be out there for a defensive zone draw. And it'll be Williams on the biscuit. Off the glass, off the half wall, and out of the zone. But Cleveland circles with it at the red line. Oh, they miss on a pass there. Again, the Penguins look like they may have been able to have a good counterattack there, but doesn't materialize as Ward plays it up looking for Herrick. That goes past Landon and not off of something on the bench, and back for Ward one more time. He stick handles with it and retreats and plays it over for JoJo. 58-5. And JoJo tries to find Caden. Penguins need to get the puck in the Cleveland zone here, as it's going to go back for Ward one more time. Ward, Johnny, on the spot here the last few minutes. As it's battled for at neutral. Neither team can grab control for a very long stretch here, as a lot of play at neutral ice. And we still do that. Ward on his backhand. Up for Williams. In his skates at neutral. He pushes it to an open area. I don't know if I've ever seen the puck stay at neutral ice so long. It's still there, as JoJo has it now. And now for Landon. And right back to neutral ice we go. And now the Barons possess it into the Penguin zone with a 2-on-1 developing. That shot, that was going wide, but Coulter's going to flag that one down anyway. And we're down to 3 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the game. Penn's still down by 1. Briner unit out with Heath and Carter on D. Where's the puck? Still battle for the faceoff. Weston falls on it. And Bennett swoops in to grab it. Bennett, nice little pass up for Heath. Heath is going to try the defender here. Heath tries to go wide. Stick away from him. Bennett follows on. Briner mans the point. And Bennett. Offsides is the call, as Bennett pushed that back in, and I think Weston was still trapped in the zone. So have a neutral zone draw with 88 to take it. Penn's getting into desperation time here with exactly 3 minutes to go in the third period, down by 1. Bennett's able to chip that one into the offensive zone. And, oh my God, the man who never shuts up will not shut up, as the Penguins get it into the offensive zone briefly. Back to neutral. And up for Weston. Weston over the blue line and into the Cleveland zone. Weston and Bennett follow up there. And it comes for Heath.
Heath into the high slot, and it comes back from Mace. Rip it, Mace. Mace on his backhand, gets it towards the cage. That hits off of Weston, and into the far corner where Bennett races after it. And it goes to the point for Carter. Carter fans on the shot, and can he follow up? No, he can't. And here come the Barons the other way. And nice stick on puck there by Heath, as Carter's going to grab it and slap it up the boards for Kelly. Kelly kicks it to his stick, and over to a corner for Heath. Heath with his head up. Plays it for Bennett. Bennett chips it. And that goes past Weston, but Weston follows on and causes a turnover. Weston hooked that there. Weston's going to take it right to the hoop, and the rebound lays there. Bennett follows on. Bodies hit the ice as they look for that rebound. Weston looks to fish for that one more time. It's in the equipment of Gav, and it goes back to the point for Carter. Both Weston and Bennett go for a change as we're getting down to 1 minute and 40 seconds to go in this game. We'll start keeping an eye on Coulter here if the Penguins get the puck in the offensive side. Here comes Gav. Gav shoots. Where's the puck? Never makes it through. Cleveland player is down, and Cleveland has one behind the Pens defense. Carter racing back to take away that play, and they shoot. That's off the mask of Coulter as we get a little helter-skelter here late in this game. 120. Actually, it is 100. No, it's not. 1 minute and 20 seconds to go in the game. Sorry, I had to collect my thoughts there. As Penguin slaps at it to get it north, and it comes to the stick of Chase. Chase looks to get it over for Patty. That doesn't connect, and the Barons able to maintain possession with it there as Patty circles with it. Patty plays it over looking for Mack. Let's see if Coulter's pulled. Here comes Coulter. Mack brings it in. Shoot! Score! Goal off the stick of Morrison. Tie ball game in Cleveland, 4-4. Penguins again with some late game heroics. Yesterday, they were down by 2 with under 3 minutes to go and came back to tie that game 4-4. And now off the stick of Big Mac, the Penguins tie this game up 4-4 with under a minute to go. See if the Penguins can't get one more here and get a win. It's going to be the Williams line out there with under a minute to go. Comes back for the goal scorer Morrison, puts it up for Herrick. Herrick over the blue line. Toe drag, takes it wide, brings it in, off the netminder, rebound, goal, Landon Herrick! Penguins score in short succession to take the lead here with 44.6 to go in the third. As a man with a terrible haircut punches the glass in the mini rink behind us. And maybe it looks like the Barons' 5 coaches are going to call their timeout now. I do believe that is the case, so we will have a stoppage. If you missed this one, shame on you for 6 weeks, as the Penguins now find themselves in the lead 5-4 with 44.6 to go. So as the time of this timeout ticks away, we'll take the opportunity to give you the programming notes for the rest of the day. So we have one more game today from this same rink. We'll be on a different sheet of ice though, so not on the primary rink at this facility. And we'll have a really quick turnaround before the next game. So we had puck drop for this one at 11, and puck drop for the next one against this Barons team is going to be 2 p.m. So just under 2 hours from now, we will have the same teams take the ice for a rematch here. So we hope that you will join us at 2 p.m. for the 4th and final game of this weekend. But right now, the business at hand is getting 44.6 seconds off of this clock, and the Penguins a much-needed win. So now we'll start keeping an eye on the netminder to our left to see if they pull their netminder. And the Penguins smartly clear that puck. It's going towards the empty net, and it misses. And that's going to be icing on the Pens as Morrison shot that from 200 feet away, looking for that empty net goal as the netminder was starting to come out and was kind of caught in no man's land. He didn't know if he should go back and try to stop it or keep going to the bench, but fortunately for the Barons, the puck missed. As Williams can't control off that face-off. Nice stick on puck there by Herrick. Penguins look to clear, but Williams fans on the clearing attempt. And the Barons have it with 6 skaters. That's in on Coulter. Big save. Rebound off of Coulter. And they hack and whack at the side of the cage. And now we got a melee. So the referee says, what did I tell you about that? Keep your hands to yourself. It's like a preschool lesson. But anyway, that is what happens there. No penalties are called, but the Penguins have 18.5 seconds to continue to kill off here as the Barons have pulled their netminder in favor of the extra attacker. Nice close out there by Jack, but it's put in on Coulter. He's forced to make another save. Under 10 seconds to go. Battle for it at the side of the cage. Puck is still loose below the end line. Down to 5 seconds to go. Penguin towards the hit. Oh, puck goes through the blue paint one more time. One more time to the side of the cage, and it goes wide. And the Pens will pick up a 5-4 win here against the Barons. Again, if you didn't join us for this one, I feel bad for you. Pens get their second win on the weekend, so one win against Parma, one tie against Parma, and they'll pick up their first win here today against the Barons. We'll see you for the rematch here at 2 p.m.